Okay, so I'm going to attempt to get the infrared cutoff filter out of my Nikon D7000 here. I have found an instruction for how to do this. I'll post the link to the source of this in the comments and after the video. They had instruction for Nikon and Canon DSLRs. So it seems quite thorough with some picture with instructions in step by step which screws to take off and which cables to get out. I think the most complicated thing is actually desoldering one of the flat cables that sits on the sensor circuit board. But yeah, so what we need for this is some small Phillips screwdrivers, some tweezers. I have a little plier here, a little dust whatever you call this, bilge to get dust off. I also have a anti-static wristband, since we're going to deal with some electronics. So it's always a good thing to get some of that dangerous static electricity off. Just stick that in the ground lead. Alright. Without further ado, let's get onto it. Get the battery out. So, first thing, get the battery door off. Okay then, it's just a little clip-in thing here. So basically just pull that out, straight out. So yeah, wasn't too complicated. Put that aside. Next step, this is going smooth, this. There we go. Lots of little Phillips screws underneath here. Yeah, let's get them all off. So, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here to get things easier. I'm going to get some sealing tape, and then once I get all of the screws off, I'm basically just sticking that to the instructions right where it was supposed to be. This way, I'm not going to lose the screw, as I'm about to do, trying to keep it in order. There we go. So let's carry on. This is just so that when we take it back in, we're not going to mix up screws, just in case there are some with like different length to sit in special locations, so we get everything where they're supposed to be. If they're all the same length, then it doesn't really matter, does it? That screw was a lot longer than the others, so we want to keep that on track where that one went into. There we go. Okay, that's step 2 done. The reason I'm doing this now is because I did it the Crescent Nebula a few days ago with my old with the unmodified camera, so it wasn't a very impressive result, but I'm then gonna do it again with a modified camera. See what the difference is. Okay, step 3 done. Now we can actually just turn the page and all the screw stays in place. That's nice. So yeah, there it comes. Excellent. Bottom covers, let's put it aside. So, on we go. Okay, so next step is to remove the rear cover. Yeah, that peels off. Actually, there's one extra screw here that the instructions didn't actually get printed out. So, better peel with some care just in case there's some missing screws that we can't see, so we don't break any plastic. Yeah, okay, that's it. And here we have a couple of ribbon cables. Let's see if we can get this in a nicer view. So we got these ribbon cables. We're supposed to disconnect these two. So see if we can get this by hand, or if we need to use some tweezers. So we're going to disconnect a few marked cables. This tiny little white cable, this ribbon cable, in that end and in that end. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Then I'm supposed to get all these screws out. Might be needing another screwdriver for that. Now, maybe this is worth mentioning that I always wanted to get a mono dedicated astronomy camera. So, if this doesn't pay out, if anything, God forbid, should happen to this, I might be getting another camera. I should also tape up the ribbon camera. Right, so, next. Getting close to the end. Remove the image sensor assembly, which is this part. And on this, and they've actually taken off that little white flimsy cable from the, it's held by this little tape. We'll see what's going on out here. So we need to get this tape off. If we are. There we go. Okay. So, that's the sensor. Right, now we get to the soldering part, or desoldering part. We need to desolder these two spots. Yeah, so let's do it. I'm just using a little solder wick like that to suck up the solder. And that came off nice and neat. So I got 4 screws here, and I also got a few screws according to manual that sits underneath this little foil here. So I can feel we're nearly there now. So remove the dust cover, filter assembly, and separate the dust cover from the filter frame. Okay. That came off. Hope we don't need that. Okay, that is just in there, a little bit sticky it feels like. There we go. Rightio. Okay, so here is the bad guy. This is our little infrared cutoff filter. That sits right there. Try to get this off nice and carefully. Using a little bit of a razor maybe. Got a little corner there to peel it under. It comes off. Nice. Now, that is the infrared blocking filter right there. So, now I'm going to hold this upside down so we don't accidentally. Yeah, that's it. Now we're just going to have to reverse the process and get everything back on. So I'm just going to make sure that we don't have any dust sitting on here right on the sensor. Alright, so gonna dust on the inside of that. Okay, so there we go. Reassemble. So far, not too bad. I'm just going to have something weighting it down so that they might stick together. There we go. This little ribbon cable was actually not the easiest one so far, maybe even the hardest one. Okay, camera died and I had to admit defeat and basically go back and get the circuit board off completely and get that ribbon cable in, because it was just an absolute arse to get in when the circuit board was mounted in. So I actually got the circuit board out, had the cable, that ribbon cable, mounted in, and yeah, we'll try to get this back on track again here now. I wonder if it could be that you're actually a little overly cautious with these flat cables. I mean, you shouldn't be careless with them, but and I guess the connectors aren't the, I mean, they're all surface mounted and maybe not the best in the world, but there, that's it. So squeeze that in place, yeah, that's right. So, back underneath. Okay, so moment of truth. Battery in, power on, and freeze. Yeah, I know something's wrong here, really wrong. There's a battery level indicator in the top left corner even before I turn the camera on. So we have a heart failure, out of body experience within a millisecond here, and trying to figure out what could be wrong. But yeah, let's carry on and see how I tackle this little issue. Battery's dead. Isn't that a bloody anticlimax? Oh well. So I'll just have to charge the battery, get it back in, try again, and hopefully it's not because I bricked it. Yeah. So we'll see. This is our bad guy though. Little infrared cutoff filter. Yeah, we'll hang on to this just in case we want to use it in some way. Maybe we can make some little attachment to stick it in front of it if you want, but that'll be our own homemade things then. Yeah, alright. So that's all I can give you at the moment until the battery is charged and we can test it, power it on, make sure it doesn't come flat out. Okay, well, cheers for watching.